You are welcome to LFN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show, where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly. Real name Robert Sylvester Kelly, aka the R&B King. Joanne Kelly has probably been the most affected by the controversies facing her family. She has been her mother's most favorite companion during the past 3 years, trying to help her heal from what she alleged to be years of abuse when she was married to her father R. Kelly. Andrea alleges that her father was abusive to her, and that he is the reason they have suffered so much as a family from public scrutiny. Andrea Kelly made sure to move with her daughter Joanne to various media interviews, where she spared no word in describing the worst of her father Robert. At one point graphically describing the alleged abuse, claiming he one time arm twisted her, and another time almost suffocated her in his Hummer. Her mother managed to get away with plenty of these claims, in turn receiving public sympathy, and making a fool of her ex-husband who has been quiet all this time and not said a word in retaliation. What disturbs those that watched her talk the most is how she slowly intoxicated R. Kelly's children to make sure they hated him so much, and to make them feel like their estranged father was the reason society was hating on them. Little did the children know that their own mother was actually involved in threesomes with the likes of Jane and Van Allen, and that is likely the way they got here. Joanne Kelly has never imagined that her mother Andrea could have been the main actor in the actions she claimed their father was involved in. Only until prosecution witness Jane took the stand and spilled the beans did Joanne begin to realize that her mother had all this time been hating on her father for no good reason. And worse still, she tried so much to involve the whole family in her hate campaign for no good reason. Just like Joanne pledged never to hate her own father, she doesn't plan on hating her mother either. She is just angry with her for her selfish behavior over the years, making her father look like their real problem, causing him jail time over child support, and finally conniving with Dream Hampton of surviving R. Kelly to cause the pain their dad is now enduring being locked up in prison. Joanne Kelly now wants to fight for her father's freedom more than ever before, considering she doesn't even know for how long she will be with her mother before she gets subpoenaed. It's only now that she is beginning to understand that her father is indeed the better option of a parent, considering he even put his freedom on the line trying to protect Drea, who appears in the said video evidence he never wanted the world to see. The Chicago trial has made so many revelations about my father, she says. I have come to learn that these women against him are actually the reason he is now broke, and probably the reason he was never there for me enough growing up. After cutting his own family short when they were with him, even now they want everything that's left of him, with completely no consideration that he too has children to take care of. While they beat down R. Kelly, none of the women has come out to speak about the welfare of his children as a point of concern, yet they all claim a moral high ground like they are saints from heaven. We fans have been wondering all this time why these now fully grown women have not spoken even a word about the likes of Joanne Kelly, and how this may affect her life. All they want is to grab what's left of her dad and leave him for dead. How mean. Joanne also feels Judge Ann Donnelly showed no motherly instincts whatsoever when she sentenced her dad to 30 years like a murderer. A sentence even some who have killed do not get. Why is the New York judge insensitive, she asks. Does she have children herself? 30 years for my father could mean I will never see him again except on prison visits. How could she act so mean to us? Indeed, we have time and again questioned what Ann Donnelly could have been thinking, serving him with 30 years and ignoring everything else, yet the prosecution had asked for 25. She literally donated an additional 5 years to the enemy. She also made sure to double the fine from the $50,000 prosecution had proposed to $100,000 to make sure my father has nothing to leave for us. This woman, Joanne Kelly, has suffered a lot emotionally at the feet of the New York judge. Perhaps Ann Donnelly actually sympathizes with these women despite their gold digger tendencies. Who knows, maybe they remind her of her own self. Sometimes we tend to expect so much from some people, little knowing they could have had a background that does not allow them to act rational. Teaming up with the likes of Dream Hampton to completely destroy a man like R. Kelly who has got children of his own is a total lack of emotions. Zero compassion whatsoever. According to Rosa Fletchy, So many people who have been talking a lot about R. Kelly. To give a few examples, Drea Kelly, Sparkle, Lisa Van Allen have all along been lying on him, and pretending not to know how the events unfolded. Despite their in-depth involvement, they wanted R. Kelly to take all the blame. How mean can they be? Now all of a sudden, they are all changing their statements indicating it was indeed a conspiracy from the start. Even the record companies he worked with took lots of money from him. His life became like politics, and you know what this comes with. So many crooks. According to Veronica Tate, I pray the state do the right thing and give R. Kelly's kids peace. They deserve to have their dad back in their lives. Whatever the state is doing to him. I've seen animals get treated better than the state is treating R. Kelly. It seems that there is some sort of racism that is playing a role in this. And how is it that some strange prisoner can walk up to R. Kelly and beat him to near death without any sort of consequence? This is someone's father we are talking about. Sadly, this is also what Joanne's mother encouraged when she got so involved in this case, as if she was the Holy One. It's only now that we are beginning to learn her true colors. Joanne Kelly has all the reasons to be angry with her mother. She did not come clean and tell her what actually happened at R. Kelly's house. She was instead too busy running around joining smear campaigns against her children's father. As they say, you reap what you sow. Andrea Kelly has just started receiving her part of the bargain. You cannot plant beans and expect to harvest coffee. She sowed seeds of hate, and that's exactly what karma is returning to her. According to LC, it is obvious as to why Drea Kelly in her second marriage after she and Kelly's divorce ended suddenly. She is money hungry and an attention seeker to validate her platforms and imaginary life. I am so disappointed in this kind of women who at all costs will ruin their own children for self-gain. No way in hell I would have put my daughter in front of a camera to condemn and speak against her own father. Particularly, when the daughter indicated she never knew any of the current allegations against her father. By doing this, Drea Kelly put herself before her children's best interest. Thank you for watching today's video, a production of LFN Media, giving you another perspective of issues at hand. We make it our business to keep you updated with the truth amidst the cloud of lies the media wants you to believe. It is therefore important to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon and allow all notifications so that you don't miss out whenever we publish a new video.